Hello everybody, thank you for joining me again today. I'm Lee from thecraftyspark.co.uk and today I am going to show you how to make this card. Now this is actually the new Bration brochure that's just come out where you can earn lots and lots of free goodies. But I thought I'd show you how you can actually do this card. The one I'm going to do is virtually the same, just a slightly different shape, but it's going to show you how you can actually use this lovely stamp set called What I Love. And we're also going to be making a bag. Well, we're not going to make a bag. We're going to use a bag instead of using an envelope to actually keep it in. All right, so this is the stamp set, What I Love. Know what I love? You. Isn't that nice? And it also says thank you. And it's actually a 3-step stamp set. So you've got 1, 2, 3 lots of stamps that you can actually use to create your final picture. All right. This is what we're going to make. Now this is actually the thank you cards that I sent out to my customers at the end of December to thank you for their order during December. Now it's not very often I actually show you my thank you cards on my videos because I tend to keep them not hidden, that's not the right word, but I tend to keep them to the side, I suppose we'll phrase it, to the side, because they are thank yous for my customers. And as much as my customers love to receive them, I love to send them. But they're also kind of exclusive, I suppose. That sounds a very pompous way of saying it, doesn't it? Maybe I will show some more. Every now and again, I'll show you some. That's what I'll do. That sounds a good idea. I might even end up doing it once a month. I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see how we go. But these ones that I want to show you today, I'm showing you these ones because they are actually in the Celebration brochure, and I want you to see how easy it is to create something that looks so special. All right, so this is what I'm sending out. As I've said, little clip on the end. These aren't actually Stampin' Up ones because I've run out. The Stampin' Up ones are much better. They're stronger and they're very slightly bigger as well. So much better than these ones. But this is just one I had hanging around. But what we've actually got is a little tag and some of our gorgeous ribbon. Love that ribbon. And I've popped it into one of the spotty bags. But this, which is what I was actually getting to, is the card. Can you see how that looks so special, doesn't it? And we've got a lovely thank you tag. And when you open it up, there's a panel inside as well, which I've stamped on. All right, so it's actually created a really special card, but very easily. Right, let me show you how to do it then so that you can do your own one, because after all, that's what you're actually watching the video for, isn't it? Okay. Now, the first thing you're going to need for your card base is a piece of crumb cake card. Now, I've actually done these cards that I'm doing today to fit inside those bags. The one that's in the brochure is actually a square card. But because I wanted them in the bags, I think they look really good when they're sent out like that. So I've actually changed the shape, hence why mine looks slightly different. But my piece of cardstock that I have here measures 8 1/4 inches by 6 inches. All right. With your Simply scoreboard, once you've cut it, just score it quite easily. Whoops. Get it in the camera. Score it at 4 1/8. All right, that's just card base. I'll just fold that over. Where's my bone folder gone? I don't know where my nice clean one is, so I'm going to have to use my ink stained one. All right, so one card base. Set that to the side because you don't need that just at the moment. What you do need is another piece of crumb cake that measures 3 5/8 by 5 1/2. All right, 5 1/2, 3 5/8. And this is what we're actually going to be doing our stamping on. Okay, we're going to start with this one here. So this is like an outline kind of stamp, and we're going to do that in Pacific Point. So open up your stamp. Now when you actually look at these, I'm hoping you can see this in the camera. Yeah, when you look at these stamps, because they are a staged stamp set, you have actually got these little tabs. Can you see them? That is your arrow directional, because each one of them, each stage, has one of those little tab things on them. Now, see? And that's so that you can line up your stamp much easier, because otherwise it's going to be a bit tricky, isn't it? But as long as you remember to keep all those arrows pointing in the same direction, you'll be able to line up your stamps really easily. Okay? Now, give it a tap, 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 tap. And we're going to start off, we're actually going to go slightly off on our first one, up in that corner. Just leave it on there for a few seconds, let that ink absorb into your card. And I'm going to go off even further, up there. And then we'll go one there. Oh, running out of ink a bit, aren't I? One there. And then we'll come off the page, I think, again, down here. All right, so that's my outline done. The next one I'm going to use is, whoops, so the next in line, which is this one, looks quite solid, that one. And for this one, I'm using Tempting Turquoise. But what I'm going to do with this, I'm actually going to stamp off before I stamp on, because I want the colour, but I don't want it too strong at the moment. Okay, so load up your stamp, stamp off, keep your arrows in the same place, line it up, stamp on. All right, so can you see it has actually put a very slight shading of colour on there, so it's not very strong, which is exactly what I'm aiming for at the moment. So stamp off. Whoops, I'm just going to have to move that a minute because I can't see what I'm doing. Stamp on, stamp off, stamp on. Now you will notice I am moving my stamp because, very silly, whoa, nearly did that wrong. I didn't keep my arrows pointing in the same way, so I'm not lining up as well as maybe I should be doing. But the beauty about this stamp set is because it's a watercolour looking set. Where's that one got to go? There, isn't it? Because it's a watercolour looking set, if you don't get it exactly where it's supposed to be, it doesn't matter, because it just adds to the whole effect of it. So it makes it very, very easy. Some people look at these stamp sets, and because they see sort of a number of them, they think, oh my goodness, that's going to be so difficult. Which, hands up, I did exactly the same the first time I saw this kind of a set. But then when you actually look at how they work and how easy they are to work, it isn't a problem at all, actually. It's really, really simple. Right, now we're going for our last one. So we're on this one. And this time I'm going full whammy. So I am just going to, whoop, where's it going? That way around, isn't it? Yeah. I'm just going to do the full colour. No stamping off first, just loading up the stamp and banging it on there. There we go. Oh, I did that one. I did that one twice. Okay, so there we go. That's our starting point. So these are our lovely flowers. Now, they do look a bit different to the ones I've already done. Look, you see? Only because the ink hasn't dried yet. When that ink dries, that's the lovely effect you're going to get. That colour really is going to stick out, stand out, look amazing, wow you with its brilliance, blah, blah, blah. Right, next one we're going to go for is Cucumber Crush. And we are going to use the little leaves. So we're using these little leaves here. All right. How many leaves you decide to put on is entirely up to you. There is no rhyme or reason. There is no right or wrong. There isn't any, you must only do this many. You do whatever you like. Some people like lots of them. Some people don't like lots of them. Whatever you decide to do. The only thing I would say is when you're putting your leaves on, try and keep it so that it's lovely spread out, all right? And don't do what I did just there and put your ink stamp down before you're actually ready to stamp, or you'll get that kind of thing going. Do you know what? I'm going to put another one there, actually. Yeah, that's it. I like that. Now, a bit of magic going on. You see on these leaves, they're coloured in. Well, you may have noticed there isn't actually anything there to colour it in with, is there? There's this one, which is kind of like the centre, if you're going to do a big, solid flower. But there isn't anything to colour your actual leaves in. So, what we do is we get our stamp pad and close it up. Whoops. Honestly, that's it. Oh, I thought I stuck my finger in it. Give it a squeeze. Open it up again. Oh my word. Get it right in a minute. And you have got some ink in your lid. Actually, I want a bit more than that. Let me just put some more of that on. Because what I'm actually going to do now is I'm going to use, oh wow, whoa, that's better. Whoops, that's more what I was looking at. I'm going to be using one of these. Now this is a blender pen, and we sell these in packs of 3. And they're absolutely brilliant for picking up colour and blending it in with other colour, but a bit more subtle. I'll show you what I mean. You see it's got a white end on it. You pick up your colour, so if you just scribble it around, see I've now got some ink that's gone onto the end of it. Now if I just colour it in, it actually puts that colour onto my card. And dependent how much colour I have on my pen, because watch, depends on how much we'll get on the card. Can you see how it just fades itself out? So if you want a lot of colour, put a lot of ink on. If you don't want a lot of colour, don't put a lot of ink on. Whatever you want to do. And that's one of the beauties of using these pens. You're making it what you want it to be. And after all, that's what homemade crafting is all about, isn't it? You want it to look nice. You don't want it to look commercially produced, which is something I really love about stamping. Everything is different. Yes, you can use the same stamp set, obviously, there's no doubt about it, but you're still creating something special that just you have done, nobody else. Somebody else would do something similar, but it's not what you've done. Right, close that up. Now, I've got green still on my blender pen, which is fine, because if I just scribble it out like that, you see it's actually cleaning the pen for me. See? All gone. So I can now use that another day on a different colour and it'll be absolutely fine. What I would suggest is that when you have the deep red colours, like real red, for example, Cajun Craze, Cherry Cobbler, things like that, they will leave a very slight pinky stain on your pen. So it's always worth using the same pen for those colours. So it doesn't matter hugely, because as you can see it has cleaned off, but just in case you forget to clean it or you don't clean it properly or something like that, that's a good way of doing it. All right, okay, so here's our card. Can you see how the lovely blues are coming out now? looking good. Right, the next thing I'm going to do is I have a strip of card, ta-da, that measures 1 inch wide by that long. I didn't actually measure it. Hang on. It was just a bit left over. Oh, 5.5. It was left over from when I actually cut the insert that's going in the centre of the card. That's why I can't remember how long it was. Should have known, really. Right, so 1 inch wide. This is actually 5.5 inches long, but it doesn't matter how long yours is, because as long as you've got 1 inch wide, you're fine. We're going to use the, oops, bit of a messy. We're going to be using our triple banner punch. Pop it into the 1 inch slot at the bottom. Punch it. Whoops, hang on, I haven't opened the punch up properly. That's it. No, it's not. Hang on a minute. Oh, what's happened to that? Ooh. That's what happened to that. You have to put it in and you have to squeeze it, because if you squeeze it, it will punch. Oh, lordy, lordy. Right, enough of that. Oh, Wally. Right, where was I? Okay, so triple banner punch. Oh dear. Grab your what's it called? What's this called? Pacific Point. Grab your Pacific Point ink, and I'm using Thank You. Oh look, I have my hands. Never mind. Right, and I just want to line that up roughly in the middle and towards the end. Oh dear. Right, let's stop laughing. I forgot what I'm doing now. Right, I know what I'm doing. Right, so I've punched that on there. Just pop that on your card and just fold that into round. Oh, it's all good fun, isn't it? Fold it round, squidge it down. I'm just going to trim that off a bit. I don't really need it that long. Where's my sticky gone? There we are. Pop some snail onto the back of it. Oh, look, it's all going wrong now. I've run out of that as well. Oh, aren't I doing well today? Oh, it was all going so good, wasn't it? Yeah. Right, yo. Let's just put that in there. Oh, my word. Right, start again. Come on, click in. There we go. Right. Put some snail onto the back of your tag. Oh. Ah, lovely, lovely, lovely. Line it up on your card. Whoops. Fold it over. There we go. And then, what do I want? Dimensionals. Pop some dimensionals on the back. Let's just put one in the middle as well, shall we? Just for good luck. Take that off. Oop, that's not stuck. That is. That's it. And then, where did I put that card base? That's it there, isn't it? Just line it up onto your card base. And then, this is going to be our one that's going in the middle. So I'm going to use some Pool Party again. No, I'm not. I'm not. What am I using? I'm using Pacific Point. Oh, get a grip. I'm going to put a thank you there. I do enjoy myself when I stamp. And then, oops. Put some snail on the back. Oh my word, look, I've got ink on my finger. I'm glad it's gone on the back and not on the front of that. That would have been a disaster. I'd have to do it all over again. You'd have to watch me mess it up again, wouldn't you? Never mind. We'll have a giggle on the way, shall we? Right. So, there's our card. Phew. Card done. Right. The other thing that I'm going to show you how to do is our little tag. The little tag is very easy. I'm just getting a scrap of card. There we go. Just wanted to get some Whisper White card out. Now I'm going to use my tag punch this time, and I'm going to punch myself a tag. Absolutely fantastic this is, especially at Christmas. Oh my goodness, did I use it? I don't think I ever stopped using it. Right, there's my tag. Now I'm going to be using the leaves, so these ones here, and Cucumber Crush again. And I'm just going to ink up my leaves, and I'm going to do stamp on and on again and on again. You see, so I've actually done 3 before I'm inking up again, and then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go on and on and on. And you know what, just for good luck, good measure, I'm just going to do just a little one on that edge there as well. All right. So, right, now we want some of the gold sequin trim, which is up on my roll. Hang on a minute. Just had to snip that off the roll because I have all my ribbon on a rail by my desk. And glue dots. And I'm going to put one glue dot on the front because I actually want to drape my sequins sort of around my tag. So I'm going to put one on the front there. Oh, I haven't put the thank you on. Hang on. Let's just stamp that before I put the others on. Otherwise, my sequins will get in the way, won't they? So just ink up the thank you and just pop that at the bottom there. Oh, just managed to stay on the tag then, didn't I? Look. Dear. Right, so where was I? Sequins. More sequins. Give it a little bit of glitz. Now I'm actually going to turn the sequins round on the back so that they will fall that way round, because that way when you look at it from the front on, whoops, that wouldn't work, did it? But when you look at it from the front on, it stays the same way round. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh yeah, let me just cut a bit more ribbon. Let's just pull a couple of strands off the end of that, and I'm gonna, you could leave this straight one actually if you wanted to, but because I've done the triple banner on the end, I'm actually going to do it on here as well, like that, you see. And then, hang on, which was I working on? This one, wasn't I? Right, so we put our card into our little bag. Now these lovely spotty bags are all on my website, so if you're wondering where to find them, if you just go onto the link that goes with this video, my blog post link, which you'll see in the gump underneath the video, if you just click on the blog link, it will take you straight to my website, and there will be a list on there of all the products that I've used so that you can create these lovely things yourself. Now the tag I've put at an angle, and I'm just going to hold it on there with a little clip, and there you're done. Now doesn't that look effective? Much nicer than a boring old envelope, that's for sure. Well, I think so anyway. Makes it look very pretty, doesn't it? Well, I hope you enjoyed that today, even with me pinging my banner punch at myself. Now, if you would like to get this stamp set as well, you will need to order £45 worth of items from my online store, because with the Stampin' Up! Celebration set, or sets, all of the items that are in this brochure, you can actually get for free. But in order to do it, you just need to spend £45. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, isn't it? So for every £45 you spend, you get to choose any of these lovely, lovely stamp sets, papers. There's even a vellum in here somewhere. Where is it? Really, really pretty. There it is, look. The Botanical Gardens vellum. That is so nice. I was having a look at that the other day. It's absolutely lovely. Really like that. So there you go. There's your celebration card, your celebration booklet. And as I said, if you order £45 worth of goods, you get to choose anything in here for free. How good's that? Right, I'll stop gabbling and I will see you again very soon. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Bye.